Hey guys, hope you're well. Just out in my gear room here to do a video on this. This is my roll top dry bag backpack, which I've modified to be MOLLE compatible. Also added an elastic area here for extra storage. Currently holding my raincoat. I'll move the camera in a minute and explain everything properly, but this bag came with this back panel, similar to a beaver tail pocket on a regular backpack. You can fit a coat or whatever, or a helmet or whatever down here. I sometimes use it to store my buoyancy aid. It's a bit of a squeeze, but it does fit. So if you use dry bags yourself for canoeing or kayaking or whatever, I think you'll find this interesting. I made these modifications a couple of years ago now and it's worked out really great. So I'll move the camera and I'll give you a closer look. Okay, first things first, people are bound to ask, the bag is made by Quadra, whom you may not have heard of. They're more of a wholesale brand. If you search for Quadra 25 litre dry bag or something like that, you should find it. They're, as I say, they're more of a wholesale brand, not something that you see advertised much. My day job is actually, I have a printing business and I saw these in one of my catalogues, so I bought a bunch of them for myself and for the Wild Camping NI guys, and worked out really well. They're nice bags, good thick rubbery material. Pockets on the side. You fit a small water bottle in there. I normally put my keys and wallet in the side pocket. Also been fully submerged in both testing environment and actual capsizing incidents, and everything inside is 100% dry, so I would trust the bag. I've no affiliation or anything, not trying to sell you the bag, but people are bound to ask. Obviously, make sure anything in the pouch can get wet. I normally keep just my water bottle and some snacks, just to keep myself hydrated for the paddle and keep the energy levels up. Also, having my rain layer here is super useful. Like if I'm in the kayak, starts to rain, I can just reach around behind me. The whole bag will be in the cargo tray in my kayak, just behind my seat, so I can reach around behind me. Just grab my rain layer, no problem. But anyway, I'll take the pouch and the coat off and show you the panel. Okay, just to explain, first of all, I printed the Wild Camping NI graphics months or even like a year before I thought of doing the MOLLE modification. Same here with my initials. So it does look kind of whatever, but from a distance it looks fine. And there's nearly always a pouch covering it anyway. So if I really do want this a sort of clean look, I can flip it over anyway. Although the elastic is set up on this side, but it's not a big deal. There's pretty much always a pouch covering it anyway, and from a distance it looks fine. This just attaches, by the way, with these little hooks. There's two hooks to either side and one at the bottom here. There's plenty of adjustment in them as well. I think it's meant to store a helmet underneath here, so there's plenty of room. For the MOLLE slots, I used one of those wee disposable craft knife type tools, but any sharp thin knife should do the job. I made my slots 3 centimeters wide and 2.5 centimeters distance. We just go online if you want to have a go and just Google MOLLE dimensions or whatever. You'll find the dimensions. You'll work it out. It's not rocket science. For the holes, I just used one of those hole punch tools. You just punch the hole through, and then it's the same tool crunches or attaches the little metal eyelet. So just 4 of those. I didn't even measure, I just pretty much eyeballed the 4. And then this is just some elastic cord got off Amazon, and I think this came from an old coat or something. So just do what you can with what you have, and as I say, it's not rocket science. You should be able to do it no problem. Another option I like to use when I'm on the kayak usually is I keep a small shelter kit. I have a small tarp here and just a bit of paracord and probably some tent pegs or ground pegs as well, just so if there's a chance of rain I can pull into the side of the river, throw up a quick shelter, and got my knife there handy as well if I need it. Another option, if I'm just out for the day, just out maybe for a paddle on the kayak, not planning to stay overnight, don't need too much storage, I can just take a small pouch and still have some room for just a carabiner or some other bits and pieces. This is my belt pouch. I have another video on this if you want to check it out. I'll link it up here. But just some essentials: knife, head torch, some basic fire lighting, etc. Just another option. That's the beauty of MOLLE. Pals MOLLE, you can do whatever you want with it. This is a loadout I really like. This is my chair. That's the metal parts here, and in the pouch I can keep the fabric part. It's really nice to have a chair at camp, but they're pretty bulky and a pain in the ass to carry, so this option works pretty well. I may even extend the MOLLE down a bit more so I can have 2 larger pouches like that. Would give me even more carrying capacity, but we shall see. So that's about all for the video. I'll just give you one last look here. I've got a large tarp down behind the back panel, plenty of room. If you do fancy having a go yourself, it's Quadra 25 litre dry bag. I'll put a link in the description, or just Google it, you'll find it no problem. Hope you found that interesting. Thanks for watching. Cheers.